is Emily Ramirez. I'm currently in my second year at UNCA. I'm working towards an English major with a teaching licensure. As of right now, I'm loving school and doing really well. In fact, I might even be up for a distinction next semester. However, it wasn't always like that at the start. I'm going to tell you my story so that you'll know that even if you hit a rough patch, you can grit through it and make enough changes so that you can be successful. And the sooner you do it, the easier it is to fix whatever has gotten in the way. I felt like I was one of the few people that I couldn't wait to start my college life, and at first I felt like I was doing really well. I joined a club, hung out with friends, and kept on top of my assignments with ease. It wasn't until the last part of my first semester and the beginning of my second semester that I found myself slipping. I had moved hours away for school, and problems were arising back home. I'm the eldest child and a big part of the foundation of my family, so I felt guilty that there were problems back home that I couldn't fix. I found myself going out less, I dropped my club activities, and missed a few assignments. I was slowly withdrawing and falling into a depression. Academically, I started falling behind and I couldn't focus due to all the personal issues that I felt like I was responsible for. I started to believe that everything was falling apart because I chose to move away, and I began to wonder why I came. I was falling deeper into depression, losing sight of my goal, all the while smiling and telling everyone I could catch up. No problem, I would say, trying to convince myself mostly. I continued to deny being depressed, although I already knew something was wrong deep down. One day I broke down and had to be honest with myself about how I was actually doing. The counselors here did their best to make me feel comfortable and try to help, but in the end, we all decided it was best that I take a break from classes until I got everything sorted out for myself. I went back home, and when I was ready, I came back to UNCA. The staff were vital in helping me slowly integrate back to school life. Now I'm close to having my academics back on the right path. I've made new friends, and I'm having fun exploring new interests. There are two pieces of advice that I would give back to my freshman self. The first piece is something I should have known. At some point, I was bound to fail at least some part of the college experience. Big or small, at some point, everyone is going to botch up. This is especially true for the first year of college, but can apply to anything really. And it's okay, because failure is the mother of success, and no one can magically skip failure. The best thing you could do to anticipate the possibility of failure is to try your best to prevent it whenever you can, and have a plan in place if failure does happen. Strive for success always, but prepare for failure just in case. If you're bad at math, for instance, make sure you know where the math lab is, and know your professor's office hours, and make the effort to use those resources, which leads to my next point. Never be afraid or too stubborn to ask for help. I've always depended on myself to get things done, but sometimes life throws too much at you all at once. If you need academic help, someone to talk to, or you're sick, seek out a helping hand. It can be awkward to ask for help if you've never done it before, but it feels better to accomplish something with help instead of feeling overwhelmed or falling behind. The people at UNCA want to help you succeed, and if someone can't help you, they're happy to help you find someone that can. It's okay not to be okay, but you have to take care of yourself. Reach out as soon as you feel stuck or overwhelmed so that you can keep moving forward.